Hi, this is Dominic, and I'm going to be showing you how to use Fieldwire for common electrical workflows.
So now that we're done with pre-planning of work, um, want to move into, all right, now we have all these tasks uploaded, we've assigned them to our individuals, they're actively, looking at this list of activities that they need to do. Want to show how that field team starts to look at that information, how they're going to navigate, find their tasks, and how they're going to document any of those tasks and give you updates back in the office. And then maybe if they have a question, how they're going to communicate with you and how you're going to communicate back with them. So when we talk about tracking progress, it's all about the communication that happens within each of these tasks. So I'll jump back in. I'm going to use Amber as my example here today. So you might see I have a lot of tasks assigned to Amber. I'm signed in as myself, but I'm going to jump over to our mobile view of Fieldwire so you can actually see what Amber sees in the field. So we'll jump over. I'm here on my iPad. Just remember, everyone, Android. A lot of you probably use Android. Phones, tablets, whatever it is, Android, iOS. I'm going to be on the iPad today. So here, Amber's in our Smith Center Electrical, same project I was just on. She sees all the same amount of tasks that I saw, 123. But here she gets to see, well, which tasks are assigned to me. So I'm going to have her jump into the task option here. So I click in. Now she gets to see all the tasks where she's the assignee. And she also gets to see, what is overdue, maybe what's, due today. So she gets that visibility. If she has something on the schedule that is past due date, she can actually look at that, click into it, see what this is, have that relationship with it. But for today, we're going to go in and just look at, what Amber has here from a priority status. So she can click in to each of these individual tasks. She can go through, I'm clicking down as I go through this iPad. The one I want to focus on today, though, is room 114, unit electrical. So within this specific task, I have here what plan this task is on, that related task that you were talking about, Hernan, what tasks are related to this one. And then we've also uploaded a checklist. So this was a task I actually imported during this product demonstration. And this is everything with a click of a button was able to upload and get that data in. So Amber now gets to see, well, what plan is this associated with? So she clicks on that plan. She zooms in to that area on the plan. So this is that plan distribution that I talked about that we're not covering today. But with that plan distribution, she can open up the plan, E4, the electrical plan, see what's happening in here. This specific one is over here. She can also move and manipulate around, see what other tasks are actually on this plan sheet and click into them, click done when she's out of it. And then now that she has a good idea of where this task is at, she can start to go in and document the data. So she knows here with our, just our unit electrical checklist, she can start to say, yep, panels and feeder. Right now, we're actually not done with that. Pulling the panels, we're not done with that either. Initial unit layout, yeah, we're done with that. We have the layout in here. We're actually working on wall rough-in right now, so we'll hold off on adding any of that. But as she goes and checks the boxes, she's giving you that real-time feedback of, hey, Amber's the one checking these boxes, and then we can get progress and updates on what she's actually doing. So now that she's checked the boxes, maybe that's all she wants to do with that checklist. She can now start to go down here in the bottom left-hand side and start to communicate what's happening or what she's seeing and give you updates. So we go in here. Layout is complete, period. They need to finish drywall. And when I say drywall, I do mean framing. So we'll have framing in here. And then now she can post that, add that text in there, and then she can actually start to add a photo. So here, today I am in my office, so we'll actually go in here, take a photo. Here's my screen. Have that documentation of, hey, that framing isn't complete. Here it is. She can, pull some, maybe draw, where the framing isn't complete, mark it up, even, put a little measurement in there to say, hey, I measured this in the field, it's 3 feet. She gives you those progress updates in the field. Everything I'm doing here as Amber is actually being timestamped and it's documented. So with this data, it pulls into Fieldwire. Here we are in a priority 1 status. I have all this information for this one activity now complete as Amber, and I can go about actually building the work and not worrying about having to document this later on. So Amber gets that data up to date. Maybe she does realize, a couple hours later, like we actually, there is an issue with the layout. And then now she can actually go ahead, document that as well, and then assign it to me in the office. So here's my name, Dominic, put that on there. Now what happens is, as Dominic, I actually get a notification on my phone or in my application that tells me, Dominic, there's an issue. Amber just gave you this update. So what we'll do now is actually go back and look at, well, what is Amber telling me, and what do I have to do with this specific activity now? What's the action item? So here I can go to my tasks. So I click on my tasks that are on here. See here, roughen your room 114 unit electrical. I can see it here, but I can also go up here to my notifications while I'm in here in Fieldwire and see, what is that notification that just came in? Click in. Oh. So I click on that notification, and then it'll take me to that task. And within this task, now I get to see everything that Amber has documented. So she has the photos, timestamp shows it's Amber. There's an issue with the layout. And then I can actually say, well, yeah, there is an issue with the layout. Maybe we didn't communicate that RFI. So now I can actually pull up the RFI that's associated with this. And maybe I just got it in. So I can go here, say, yep, 114, layout change. There it is. Now I can go here, upload, and then assign this back to Amber and say, Amber, take a look at this RFI. And so now we're actually having this quick conversation within a matter of minutes, and Amber's getting that documentation piece. So when it comes to tracking that data, you're seeing Amber documenting everything, giving us the update in the field, myself providing her that data that she needs to actually complete that work. And then now what she gets on her tablet here is that data re-updated back in here, and you can see, here's that task that Amber was in. She essentially is texting me within this activity, the schedule piece that I'm tracking, and she can have all that data, have access to that RFI here, and then comment back and give me updates afterwards. So with everyone who is actually on the project, who is being assigned tasks, say it is your foreman or superintendents, they have their distribution list. They can respond, they can give you updates in real time on what's happening. And maybe, that schedule is being pushed. So we have to go here and say, actually, this is going to be completed by next Wednesday. And so that updates here on the schedule, and it'll reflect back on my Gantt dashboard for me to see. So yeah, when it came to navigating just in the field, how to access your tasks, how to document those updates, and the real-time collaboration that happens, all of this for tracking your progress and making it easy for your team to go through and give updates to you in the office. So we did want to address just a couple questions that came up. So one question is, can we see the Gantt view on the application? Fieldwire doesn't have the Gantt view on the app, but we do, and that's by design. We don't want there to be too much manipulation that has to happen within the application. We do have the ability to actually go up here to the top left-hand side and sort by start date or by end date for everyone. So now if I click that end date there, you're going to see all of Amber's tasks here, and then when all those activities are supposed to end. So you can see a lot of these that were ending earlier, they're already complete. She can scroll past those, but here's what's upcoming, and she can see, which task is due the 21st, which is overdue, but which task is also upcoming, the room 405 inspection. So you get that visibility for Amber. It's all it is clicking this button up here, and you can sort it and filter it different ways. And more specifically, from a schedule standpoint, you can sort it by the start and end date of those different tasks that are assigned to her. The other question that came up was, how do I view other tasks? Um, so yeah, we did talk about my tasks, and I think appreciate the leading question here. We do have those options as electrical subs to create those categories for our different scopes of work. So that's what you're seeing here with our categories. I can click on, all tasks. These are going to show me everything on the project, but maybe I just care about a specific scope of work. So with this, you'll get to see, here maybe we do have just the fire alarm system. I can see, well, what activities are being produced in the fire alarm scope, and maybe which ones, I need to help out on or jump on. So you can see that here. Makes it really easy for you to just quickly navigate between different tasks. Again, 123 is, it's a decent amount of tasks, but when it gets to more of your probably when it comes to larger projects in the range of millions and millions of dollars, you're going to have a lot more of a lot more tasks, and you're going to want to have more categories just to break them down, because it might not even be related to scopes of work. It might just be something more administrative. Maybe we want to track extra work. I can see all the extra work activities that are occurring, but my list goes on here. So yeah, wanted to quickly address that. Everything you can do, here on the web or mobile platform, it should be interchangeable, and it should be very easy to go from one to the other with the UI.
That was the general overview of how to use Fieldwire for tracking progress. Please let us know if you have any questions or need any assistance. Thanks.